This is the most beautiful bucket of cranberries. I just wanted to remind you all, though, if you do make the Concord grape pie, watch out, you're going to be all blue, so everybody better eat it, and then you don't have to make fun of each other, okay? Now to cranberries. Do you know that nearly 90% of Americans include cranberries in their Thanksgiving celebrations every year? These cranberries are so beautiful. I've always been interested in how food is grown and processed and harvested, and how it makes its way to your table. A cranberry's journey begins in a bog, and our good friends at Ocean Spray gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the harvesting process. It's very, very interesting, and we made a little tape for you to watch. Watch. Southeastern Massachusetts is known as the heartland of cranberries. Every autumn, from September to December, cranberry growers harvest the gorgeous berries that they have meticulously cared for all year. The cranberry, along with the Concord grape and the blueberry, is one of only 3 indigenous fruits to North America. It was named by the Dutch and German settlers, who had called the fruit craneberry, as the blossom of the berry closely resembles the head of the sandhill crane. Cranberries can be harvested in 2 very distinct ways: wet or dry. The dry harvested cranberries are sold as fresh produce during the Thanksgiving and Christmas season. This dry bog is owned by Chip Morris.
I'm a 4th generation cranberry grower for Ocean Spray Cranberries. And this piece of property right here is about 110 acres of producing cranberry bog.
The cranberries in these magnificent sandy bogs were painstakingly hand-picked by the Indians until the late 1800s, when the wooden scoop was invented and the berries were carefully combed off the vines. Today, growers can harvest rapidly with these wonderful automated machines.
It's called a Furford dry picker. There are a number of teeth in the front, about 28 inches wide. You comb through the vines, pops the berries off into an elevator, from the elevator into a burlap bag. Well, off of this one property, we'll pick about 20,000 barrels, 2 million pounds of cranberries.
The burlap bags full of cranberries are then dumped into 100-pound bins and lifted onto a flatbed truck by helicopters. Once the truck is loaded up with over 13,000 pounds of cranberries, it heads off to the fresh fruit packaging plant.
I'm Bob Gerard. I'm the fresh fruit manager here at Ocean Spray in Middleborough, Massachusetts. What we pack here is the fresh cranberries that you see in the bag. It's fresh produce, just like you'd see apples and oranges in the produce store. So we only want the best fresh cranberries to get into the bag. This is our central dump station. Each one of these dumpers dumps about 300 pounds of cranberries onto the line. From there, it goes into this big green hood that blows out the chaff and vine.
The large fresh berries are then sent up the conveyor into the Bailey separators, where they will be tested on their ability to bounce.
There's a little board in here called a bound board. It's like a little hurdle that we set for the cranberries. So we only want the best cranberries, the ones that can bounce.
The good cranberries will bounce because they are hard and filled with tiny pockets of air. The rotten cranberries will not bounce because they have become soft and the tiny pockets of air have been depleted.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to make fresh fruit. Then they get 3 chances, 1, 2, 3, to make juice. If they can't jump at all, then they're going out on this belt down here and they're going out the door to compost. If they pass on through the Bailey sorters, then they've still got a chance to make fresh fruit, but they still got to go through our electronic optical sorters.
In less than a second, the electronic optical sorter photographs cranberries flying through the air and rejects certain berries based on color.
We still have 12 to 14 people in there hand screening to pick out any remaining defects.
The hand sorters sit in a dark room where the cranberries will pass by on a conveyor belt that is lit by an ultraviolet light. The bruised and decayed berries will fluoresce under these lights.
And then in the light room, we have hand screen is also looking for bumps or bruises.
Once the cranberries have gone through the scrutinizing quality control processes, they are ready to be packaged and sent out to the market to be served on your Thanksgiving table. There are 165 cranberries in a pound. We